I read a book last year that changed my life, as well as the way that I clean my home, and you don't even have to read it because I'm going to summarize the most impactful points. I picked up Atomic Habits because I was so tired of just feeling overwhelmed by all my cleaning tasks, and instead of learning cleaning hacks or how to clean as fast as possible, I wanted to learn how I could change my habits at the source. Hi, I'm Morgan, and I don't think that I believe the people that say that they like to clean for fun.
You do?
Maybe they really do. I don't know. I'm jealous of them. But I know that cleaning does not come naturally for me at all. But I am learning how to make cleaning easier for myself. Here are the 3 things that I actually do to make cleaning easier for myself and that I'm going to expand upon in this video. I make cleaning the path of least resistance, I follow the 10-minute rule, and I never miss twice. Let's talk about what all those mean. So what I had to learn how to do was make cleaning the path of least resistance. What? Tell them the truth.
I'm really lazy sometimes.
So what that means is I had to clear any obstacles, clear the path, remove any excuse that I had to not do a particular task. So let's start with the shower, for example. I already shower every day, so I'm not going out of my way to get in here. I decided to put one of those brushes in my shower that's typically used for washing dishes, and this is the path of least resistance because I do not have to remember to grab anything when I get in the shower. My brush and my cleaning solution is already in there because I put dishwashing detergent in the handle. All it takes is just 60 seconds. Every time I'm in the shower, I'll wipe down either the wall, I'll pick up the bottles and wipe down the shelves, and usually I do this while my conditioner is sitting in my hair, so it's not taking me any extra time, I'm not going out of my way. It's the path of least resistance to keeping the bathroom clean. And then when it's actually time to deep clean the shower, like get the bleach and stuff out, it's really not that dirty because I've been cleaning it every single day. Another practical example of making cleaning the path of least resistance is to pull your supplies out before you actually need them. Let's say you notice in the morning before you leave for work that you really need to vacuum. Go ahead and drag that vacuum up to the front door. Plug it in if you've got an outlet up there. And that way when you get home from work, before you've even got time to put your pajamas on, you can just step right through your front door and just immediately start pushing the vacuum. If you're anything like me, you'll put off a task that takes 10 minutes for 3 whole days. This way, the setup's already done, you can easily get started, and then you can relax. What? She has a third example. You can make cleaning kits for specific tasks to make cleaning the path of least resistance, so that way you have them ready whenever that specific task needs to be completed. So for example, if it's time for me to clean the bathroom, I have this bucket already pre-assembled. It's got disinfectant, microfiber towels, Windex, paper towels, toilet bowl cleaner, and then that way when it is time for me to clean the bathroom, I can just grab it and go. Fourth and final example, making cleaning the path of least resistance. Before you even start cooking, fill up your sink with water and a little bit of soap. That way you are more likely to just go ahead and do the dishes. I was not built with the clean as you go gene, and this helps serve as a visual reminder to do that. The second thing I did to develop better cleaning habits and make it easier for myself was to follow the 10-minute rule. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. Your house gets messy, out of control, and you decide when you finally got some free time that you're going to get it all done right now. Well, the best thing I ever did for myself was I started focusing on developing habits instead of finishing tasks. Here's what it says in the book. It's easy to start too big. When you dream about making a change, excitement inevitably takes over and you end up trying to do too much too soon. In other words, you burn out, you go back to your old ways, and you never actually form those good habits. That's where the 10-minute rule comes in. I pulled up my phone and started a timer for 10 minutes, and I only did what I could complete in 10 minutes. I did this every night after dinner, and usually that would mean that I could unload the dishwasher, wipe down the cabinets, and start doing the next load of dishes. But when that timer went off, I stopped. Even if I felt motivated to keep going, I would stop. And if you live with someone, grab them and they can do a different task for 10 minutes, whether that's folding the laundry or cleaning the bathroom. The whole house is not going to get clean in 10 minutes, but that's not really the point. What the little timer routine did for me was it made cleaning easier because it made it less daunting. Like 10 minutes, I can do anything for 10 minutes. After a while, I actually started setting the timer for 15 minutes and then 20 minutes after that. And then eventually, I would say it probably took a good 45 days to 2 months, but I didn't need the timer at all. After a while, it just became what I do. It's after dinner and before I go to bed, I clean up now, and that's just what I do. So this video is obviously about cleaning, but I would encourage you to do this method with any kind of habit you want to form. You want to work out? Go on a 10-minute walk. That'll be a good gateway to you eventually leading up to going to the gym for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but just start with 10. Neither Graham nor myself got the clean as you go gene. So we have to actively work on our habits, and we would both beat ourselves up like, why did you let the house get dirty again? Like, just clean up. But we've had to both actively work on our habits and our attitudes. So that's why this last tip is less of a physical cleaning tip and more of a way that we have shifted our attitudes towards cleaning. The third thing to remember as you're developing your new cleaning habits is to never miss twice. You're gonna get sick, you're gonna have to work overtime, or you're just not gonna feel like cleaning. No matter how perfect and how diligent you try to be, you're going to miss a day when you're forming your new habit. But that does not mean that you failed, it doesn't mean you're bad at cleaning, and it doesn't mean that you have to continue and miss a second day. Here's how it's described in the book. Missing once is an accident, missing twice is the start of a new habit. Oof. And when I do miss once, I do not play catch up the next day. I just start back right where I left off and I set my 10-minute timer. Here's a visual on why it is so important to never miss twice. Let's say on day one, you start off with a $100 bill and you work as hard as you can. You save it, you invest it, whatever you did, it worked out for you. Congrats, you have now increased your money by 50%. So instead of $100, you now have $150. Let's say it's day two and you take the day off from investing. You worked super hard yesterday, but as a consequence, you're gonna lose 33% of that $150. But it's only 33% and not 50%. So that's good, right? Well, losing 33% of $150 takes you right back to where you started on day one. So in other words, avoiding a 33% loss is just as valuable as achieving a 50% gain. Don't beat yourself up if you miss once, life happens, but show up for yourself and commit to not missing twice. You could also show up for me by hitting that subscribe button. I love sharing realistic and budget-friendly ways for each of us to love the feeling of being home. So I will catch you in the next one. I hope.